Hi, welcome to Kung Fu Pod. Kung Fu means hard work, and that's exactly what this podcast is about, how you can apply Kung Fu or hard work to your everyday life. Today, I am joined by a very special guest, Master Ozuna of KO Kung Fu in San Jose. He's a very close friend of mine, and I'm very fortunate in the martial arts world. It's a great thing because we actually have not just business relationships, but we're more like family or extended family.
Absolutely.
So it's great to have family here. Master John is going to talk a little bit about how he applies Kung Fu to his everyday life. I wanted to have this opportunity to sit down and talk to him about some of the different aspects that he applies his dedication. Particularly, he was telling me that he participates in a bunch of different programs. So I'll let you take it away.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Master Mimi Chan. Let me tell you, it's a great pleasure. This is my first visit to Orlando, Florida. I know I've promised, I don't know how many times that I would stop by. And so it was just so fortunate that I was involved with the conference that brought me here. And, my first phone call was just, hey, can I stop by? What I've been involved with lately is a lot of speaking engagements where I'm speaking to young folks, medical groups, corporate businesses on different aspects of life lessons and how that's applied to their everyday life. More specifically, suicide prevention. So it's been a passion of mine, and it's just an extension of what I do. It's being involved in martial arts for myself 35 years. You're helping somebody become the best version of themselves. At the same time, you also adopt the philosophy that, I will always be a student of martial arts, like we're all students of life. Till our last breath, we're going to learn. And in our function in life, and my function, is to receive that information and to pass it on and help others with their process of life.
Great.
And I really enjoyed that.
Awesome. So I know that you've been traveling all over the country and doing these talks, but specifically in your area, the San Jose, San Francisco area, you do some really great work with the suicide prevention. I'm sure, you have, of course, a personal story and background, but your work through Kung Fu and how that all relates to that discipline I'd like you to kind of share a little bit about those experiences.
Lately, this is part of my family history when we speak of suicide. And it's because of that I've really dedicated myself to help others that are feeling those same, that are up against those same obstacles and challenges in life that allow them to think about that as a consideration. I am a bridge angel, which means that periodically throughout the calendar year, I patrol the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. I go up and down the bridge, meeting and greeting people, just putting on a friendly smile, and seeing those that are despondent. It's really easy to pick from a crowd of hundreds and hundreds of people that are tourists that are just traveling and vacationing to find that one individual that seems removed. They tend to just be by themselves. They tend to wander the same area of the bridge. And my function there is to reach out, speak with them, and on many occasions I've had to run and physically grab them off the bridge and pull them over onto a safe side.
Wow. And how often would you say that you've actually had to save someone, or you've encountered that on a basis of however many times people a week, or?
Yeah, I almost hate to say this because it's so sad to say that every time I've gone, I've had at least a half a dozen people who were considering that as an option. So it's everything from opening the line of communication, speaking with somebody who obviously is in the thought process of it, to physically sprinting, and seeing somebody just getting themselves all, in some ways, kind of psyched up to just jump, leap, and go over. And running to those people, grabbing them by their clothing, and also coming against resistance too. Right. They're wanting to complete what they're doing, and they're fighting me the fact that I'm preventing them from doing that. So, and it's just reassuring them, just saying, hey, we understand. You're not alone. You are safe. I'm here for you. The bridge patrols will come out immediately and help address the situation. I'm there as kind of just that liaisons between them and the officials that actually patrol the bridge.
Wow. And how would you say your Kung Fu training or your martial arts background plays into both the psychological as well as the physical aspects of doing the bridge angel?
Physically, just it's, I hate to laugh about it, but it really has helped me physically.
Right.
Chinese martial arts has laid a foundation, where I can respond to any situation as it occurs, especially something that's immediate and it's happening at that moment in time. But it's also connecting with people. When you've done this for the 35 years that I have and worked day in and day out with individuals, you invest yourself into them and find out how to best relay the information to them so they can grow within that. And you do come across with individuals with their personal obstacles, and we all go through them. I mean, we all live this life, going through life's process and coming across life's challenges, and we each have different coping mechanisms, and to just let them know, in terms of my martial arts students, that in every one of us is maybe a frightened child that's afraid to try new things. In every one of us is an individual that is reluctant, and just to know that you have somebody that's with you that trusts in you and has faith in your abilities and may know you better than you know yourself, and that's a teacher, and that's what we do, and it's just your investment in your student.
Well, I think it's phenomenal, and I'm sure we can talk about this all day, but it's really amazing to see how, beyond the kicking and the punching with Kung Fu, I like our viewers to understand that Kung Fu really is a lifestyle. You apply everything you've learned, the experiences, the hard work, all of that, plays into other facets, and this is definitely one of the most fascinating that I've come across.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing your story.
It's my pleasure. It's always
So
my
we're
pleasure.
going to have probably some more sessions with you in the near future, and all the wealth of knowledge that Master Ozuna has to offer. But thank you very much for being on our show
Oh, my
and
pleasure.
sharing with
My
us.
pleasure.
So remember, if you love our podcast, please subscribe below so that you can keep getting more fun information on how you can apply Kung Fu to your everyday life. So thanks again for watching. Thank you to Master Ozuna, and keep up the hard work.